Hey guys.
Oh, hey guys.
Whatever.
Woo! What a day.
It has been a rough day, guys.
Yeah, we had a lot of issues with technical setups for this live stream, but we're glad we're here, and let's keep going. So,
Who's with us? Miles, who's with us? Tell us.
or actually, I wanted to know, I've been thinking about doing some concept art for the BFF house, or like the cruise headquarters and stuff like that.
Ah, you'd mentioned that,
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
What's that white box under us?
That's the chat. So anyone that is in the chat or that chats, you're more than welcome.
Have you never seen that?
Yeah.
No, what? Sorry if I'm in the dark here. I know they chat on the side on YouTube where it says live chat.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Yeah, but what's that box underneath our image?
That should be the live chat. Well, either way, I was thinking about doing the BFF house, so that's probably what we're going to start out with.
Okay.
See?
Oh, it works. Okay.
Oh, it works. Sorry, it is a little bit cropped, but, I'll be able to fix that next time.
Okay.
So, guys,
All right,
let's
good.
start. As you can see, we've got Captain Gunn here, just because we needed to brighten the mood a bit.
With something.
Yeah.
Because it has been a rough... Yeah, if anyone saw our Instagram post, that is what we've been dealing with for the past few hours.
Just a few...
Tala, hey! Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Alex and your fur babies are doing well. You're staying cool.
Hey, Tala.
Thank you for joining us. Miles?
Hi. Sorry, I'm still. Our technical difficulties have spilled in.
I can't train him.
My mic's
I'm
not
sorry, I
plugged
can't
in.
train him, Tala. Sorry about that.
Anyway, hey,
God.
Tala, I am working on treble, so I haven't forgotten.
Oh, hey,
Just saying.
she has a friend. It's Anali.
Cool. Hey, what's going
Hey,
on?
hi, girls. I think that's a girl's name. Oh, Precious, come on. Sorry, she's wanting to join right now.
Oh, precious.
So yeah, Talo and Anali, I think is the name. We're planning on just kind of doing some sketches of the BFF, the cruise house. So we haven't done that yet. We'd like to show maybe where it is that they're going to be living.
Yeah. Let's do some rough stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, you said you didn't want a gate, right?
I don't like the idea of there being a gate around their home, although I do. It can't be a gate. It can't be a gate around their home, Miles.
Sorry, I'm working out.
Thoughts, Miles? Come on.
Here, move your mic in between us. Mine's not picking up my.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry.
As you can see, we've been dealing with stuff all day.
That should work.
Okay.
All right, now I can focus.
Okay.
Okay, so the house.
So I'm thinking it's probably more of kind of a squat place. Some place that maybe has like a... I like the idea of something that's been built onto. Let's see.
I don't want this place to look condemned, but it definitely needs to appear as though it's fallen into disrepair.
Yeah, I don't want it to be the
Yeah.
Vito eucalyptus of houses.
Annalie, okay. Thank you for joining us, Annalie. Thank you for joining us. I'm having to...
You literally said it the way she said it. You said, Lee.
Annalie, I just wanted to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so their house.
Yeah. I'm thinking something squat. In our script, we have it that they have stenciled on their name, which the name of the team is not the crew. It's actually the BFFs.
The best fighting force.
Yes. So I think that's what we're going to see over here. Something like that.
Precious enjoys the drawings, too.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
She does. She does enjoy the drawings.
All right. I kind of like the idea of maybe like trees out in front, maybe dead or decrepit, but again...
Well, there can't be a lot of greenery, and I don't see them having things like gravel in their yard or anything like that. Guys, what do you think? What do you think?
Do you want to see like cacti or something like that?
I think it'd be grass, like dead grass.
Well,
Dead grass.
See, dead grass would be really good, but I think I kind of want it to look like industrial, like it's a place where I'm not sure I actually want them to be in a suburb or something like that. That actually seems kind of...
They don't necessarily need neighbors. Yeah, they don't have to be in a residential area. Okay.
Where would you think their house would be then?
What if... Well, I don't want it to be like a strip shopping mall either. I feel like that would be pretty... like, I don't know, too businessy.
Well, because I very much imagine them in a neighborhood of some sort, because my friend Austin's house, Rich's house, it's like in the middle of, by North Crowley, where there are a lot of nice, like, 2-story houses, but his is just not taken care of.
Okay.
But so when we were writing the script, that's how I imagine it, but...
Well, what insinuates to you that it isn't taken care of?
Tala said, what about some weeds or dying vines? So something...
Oh,
it's kind of like that, to where it's like the shrubbery and just the dead grass. And
yeah.
It's like, I'm pretty sure his house is white, but it's like stained somehow.
How do you have stains on the outside of your house, man?
Let's see. All right, let's give him some... I'm going to give him some bushes over here. We'll call them privacy bushes.
Privacy bushes.
Yeah. But maybe with some branches and stuff sticking out to show that they've maybe grown out kind of far and then haven't quite.
Yeah, guys, I don't think... If there's any kind of audio lag, that's on us. That's our equipment. But the chat...
Yeah, Tala's saying it takes a long time for what they type to appear on the screen.
Are you guys talking about the live stream screen with the...
Yeah, most likely they're talking about the live stream screen, and that's just because to make sure that the audio lag that happened last week doesn't happen again, we have to keep a video buffer of about 20 seconds.
That's why. Okay. Yeah, so guys, just look at the... Just go ahead and look at YouTube's live chat on the right-hand corner. Don't pay too much attention to the one on our screen. And it should be updating in real time.
You can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully, all of us are actually reading the chat as it appears.
Yeah. But thank you for letting us know that. We appreciate it.
Yeah, actually, that is very helpful. That is actually something we should clarify.
Well, now, hey, thanks a lot, Talia, because now...
It's like Talladega.
Okay, well, I'm going to pronounce Talia and Ollie. No, thanks a lot. Now, when people go back and watch the video, they're going to see you calling us out in the comment section on the screen. Way to go.
You're going to see Miles being like, what's that white box?
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't briefed beforehand.
Maybe some foundation problems or something like that. Like some cracks in the wall or something.
As a production team, you, me, and Catalina, we have some serious foundational problems too.
Well, don't you speak for yourself. Tyler was saying that typically whenever a yard is let go, that sometimes there are different types of weeds or grasses or things like that, which is true. I'm trying to think if there would be any sort of debris in their yard. Well, that's just kind of fallen in there, kind of like just regular trash that you see.
There could be trash. I was thinking also... Like, since I assume they're not really popular, do they get, not necessarily protests, but do they get vandalized?
Yeah, I think we mentioned in the pilot script, didn't they get TP'd?
Yeah, that was in there, but do you think that is actually a good way to go with it?
I think so. I mean, there's also, kind of like how we discovered with Vito, there's a fine line between making it look... funnily decrepit and just like overboard.
And Tala said that foundation issues are a nice touch, and typically the way that we see those with homes are cracks in the walls or like on the ceilings. So remember that even on the inside, if ever we were,
yeah,
just for that. Good idea. Really, really good idea.
That's great. Let me...
Will this place have a garage?
Yeah. That's actually what I'm working on over here.
Okay.
Let me...
Oh, yeah, I see, because it's been stenciled on.
Yeah,
let me
give it a few more cracks. Are we thinking wood paneling or brick?
I don't see wood.
Or stucco?
I don't see brick either. Miles, what do you think?
No, I don't know what it would be, but you're right. I don't see that either.
So kind of like a poured concrete wall, like stucco, where it's just kind of like...
Yeah, probably stucco.
Kind of.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Let me add a few more weeds before I get started on the trees.
Okay. Let's see.
Bam. So this week we've actually been interviewing a lot more voice actors, and specifically some for Jack.
Miles, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm very interested in hearing. Well, I want to know what y'all, whenever y'all were interviewing him in person, what it was like. 'Cause I actually don't go on the voice acting interviews. I just like listening to the auditions and stuff like that.
Correct, yeah. So the ones that happen to be local, or at least in the North Texas area, we've been able to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, Miles and I met with a gentleman that could potentially voice Jack. We're still going to speak with him more tomorrow to give him more notes and things like that. Miles, what were your feelings going into it?
Dread. No, it wasn't dread. It was
My God.
no.
Always a ray of sunshine.
Maybe
Well, no.
a broken rain pipe?
Sorry, guys. I've been. Oh, that's good.
That's a great.
Very
Maybe
good.
gutters hanging down.
Very good.
I had actually. I kind of, because I did have a bad day yesterday, and then
Yeah,
I was
yes.
I was very foochy in the car on the car ride over, and it was pretty bad because Catalina rode with me, and it was like a 35-minute car ride, so it wasn't.
It was.
How was that?
Highway to hell. That's what I was on. That's what I was on.
And the other thing is, like, the only thing that could have lifted my spirits is I was like, oh man, like coffee. But since we were meeting at a Starbucks, I just waited on the coffee, and so.
Coffee.
Oh,
All right, guys, it's been fun. I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving Artifact. But no, yeah.
Are you?
Shout out to yeah. Well, okay, so
Yeah.
we met. He was a great, funny man, and
Great, funny man.
we ordered him a plain bagel and a black coffee, and we made him consume all of it before we would even get started.
No, we didn't. Miles had that idea, and I said absolutely not.
I was like, wouldn't that be funny if, like, he didn't ask for anything, but we ordered, like, just the worst thing possible for him. We're like, no, go ahead and finish.
Just
we'll wait.
absolutely dry.
Yeah, and he's like, no, we can get started. He's like, no, please finish. And that we thought that would have been a good start, but we opted against that. And yeah, no, we had him read some sides that we had made specifically for him, and also some lines from the pilot script. And not only were we blown away by how well he did just in the audition process, but how well he took direction. That's one thing with this guy has a lot of professional experience, and that's one thing with professional act. Well, I don't want to poo-poo on amateurs, because we've gotten just as amazing performances from amateurs, specifically for all our Maddie auditions.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy in particular, you'll find a lot of times directing actors, not only is the quality of the performance there, but how responsive they are to direction. And when a director and an actor can kind of gel and they can take direction well, it's a really smooth process.
Did you gel?
True.
Yeah, no, we did. I was able to. We gave him direction, and it was like, it's like you're speaking. It's English. It's like you're speaking a different language, but you're speaking the same language. It's awesome.
I can tell you, we offered several times for him to, like, get him something to drink. He was like, no, really, I'm okay. And then later he revealed in the conversation that his girlfriend was like, what if they offer you something to drink? Like, you gonna do anything? And he was like, no, because they're gonna poison me. Or, you know, like they were playing around. And so when we shared that with him, what our little plan was, he laughed. So it was really nice.
Okay.
No, and that's the thing, Tala, is that we were going to get it without cream cheese. He was like, just dry toasted bagel, and then like a tall, or I don't know, like a grande black coffee, something like that.
Well, Miles's motto is established dominance. So
Always.
That's not my motto. That's not my
something
motto. It's just how I live life.
That's how his mom taught him. Established dominance.
Nice. This is really coming together.
What other ideas do you guys have? What does Alex think?
Okay.
Does this look like Burger King? It's not made your own way.
Maybe some trees. What are some different types of trees? Do y'all want dead ones, or do y'all see them as having?
If it's going to be a tree, it will have no leaves, and it doesn't matter what season it is in the year. It's going to be or maybe just a shrub. That's all they've got is a shrub for.
Maybe one big dead tree.
Okay.
I like that one big dead one.
tree.
Yeah, because
okay.
I like the idea of bushes lining their house and like it kind of being a little overgrown. But one big dead tree might actually be pretty good.
Hey, Tala, get Alex to tune in on a separate computer just so that we can have another participant. And if Anna Lee brought her computer also.
Get on your phone. I don't know if you've got the bandwidth, but
every single device in your house that can log onto the internet, go ahead and separate accounts, please.
Separate accounts.
Separate accounts.
Sock puppets.
Oh wow, that looks great. I haven't looked at the screen in a while.
Oh, thanks.
Never changing. What about the roof? We're going to do the second story here in just a second, but I think we're getting down to the first one. Because to me, in my mind, it's almost like the Weasley house in Harry Potter, where it just looks like it's being held together by,
A gust of wind could blow it over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, I like that.
Hey, Joey?
Yep.
BFF, I think that it'd be more effective, and I think this is actually written in the script. If it's
Sure.
if it's undercase letters, if it's lowercase.
Oh, you want them in
On
lowercase?
Yeah.
She said on it.
Okay.
Thank you, Tala. I was kind of being serious, and I'm too glad you took me seriously.
Hey, you don't ask, you don't get, right?
Yeah.
Maybe,
She's like, everyone.
Maybe the tree should be leaning or something like that.
That's what I like. Texas trees always lean one way because the wind blows in a certain direction, so they grow that way.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see that, something that's just grown.
Yeah, Joey. The letters under lowercase and then maybe not level.
Like a kid drew it, like they're trying to get it up as big as possible.
Like you mean like Jack drew it?
No, not well. Well,
He
maybe.
is a kid.
Maybe, yeah.
Where's my Peppy?
Are you talking about Precious?
My Peppy wept. Where'd it go?
His his Dr. Pepper, his Peppy wet.
It's on the table.
It's right here.
Am I right?
Oh, it's right by my legs.
I didn't even look.
See what we got to deal with it. This is crazy.
Why did you say my motto is established dons? What a creepy motto.
That's what you're...
That's what I'm all about.
Establish dominance.
Impose your will.
Impose my will. Oh man.
No. It's not what I want. I don't want to delete everything I just drew. Thank you. There we
Look,
go.
just because
Awesome.
of my suggestion, he's having to go line by line and delete.
Nah. I'm fixing it up. I'm doing it quick.
Yay.
Let's do
good.
it this way. You know, I've actually already started modeling this in 3D. It looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, he sent the other day. Joey hacked the mainframe, and he sent us this big like 3D wireframe model thing of the BFF house he made.
Yeah.
Actually, it's on our Instagram if you want to take a look at it. And
That was an older one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that was older.
oh, sorry. Hey, if your friend doesn't know because she wasn't here last week, I'm wrong about everything.
Hey, did y'all see that James Brown photo of Miles?
James Brown, Christmas.
Wow.
By my album. Yes.
Alexander. Yay!
Hey, you did it! You're the champion.
I mean,
Thanks, Alex.
woo!
Science rocks. Yay! Thank you.
All right.
He's here. He's made his presence known.
Awesome. There we go.
Make the second F a little wonky.
The second what?
The second F maybe a little wonky.
What does that mean?
Like a little tilted or something like that. Maybe smaller. I don't know.
Or maybe like the hook at the top isn't quite big enough. Like it's
Yeah,
weird.
because you know how sometimes people start big lettering and then they realize towards the end that they say they have to compensate. Like sometimes the last letter is a little smaller because they were running towards the edge or something.
Yeah, let me get right on that.
Oh my gosh! It's a sandbag. Thanks, Tala. Apparently you and me are idiots though, because that was an old model.
No, don't say that to her. Face was so nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really nice. We're excited to see it. Tala, pay no mind to this one.
Yeah, he always tries to make everyone get
He's
on
always
his side.
sandbagging me. So Miles, talk more about.
No, I don't want to talk anymore.
Tell them more about how it went yesterday.
Yeah, I heard y'all were screaming out in the parking lot or something.
Yeah, that was really interesting. We're getting a lot of looks from a lot of different people in Frisco or Irving or wherever.
Yeah, which really sucked because my main goal of the day wasn't to cast Jack, it was to impress everyone in that Starbucks. So that was a real problem that we were getting, that, Catalina and I were getting all those looks.
Did you succeed?
No. And that's why I'm in such a bad mood today, is I'm really upset that I didn't impress everyone. No, we went out in the parking lot and did the screaming lines, because one thing we were really particular with Jack is we want to make sure someone can scream and sound like an irate 12-year-old boy screaming without trying too hard. And this guy did, and but we had to scream in the parking lot in the middle of a lot of people, and we were getting a lot of looks. And we ran through the lines like 7 times. And I was doing Mo, so I wasn't even screaming in a normal voice. I was doing my Mo voice, and so it just sounded terrifying.
What is your Mo voice? Can we hear your Mo
Yeah,
voice?
you know what? Let's hear it.
I'm not even the one who usually does Mo.
Hey, I'm Mo.
I'm Mo. I'm the BFF hero. No, that's we got an audition. We got an audition for Mo that sounded like a Jewish grandpa.
No,
this one's always catching him.
That one was
weird looks.
That one sounded pretty deranged to me.
Yeah, never mind. It sounded kind of just unhinged. I'm Mo. I'm a BFF fighting hero.
Hey, I'm Mo. I'm a BFF crime fighting hero.
So we're definitely gonna use it, man.
Yeah,
we're definitely
so
gonna use it.
The guy, where he's making it. He absolutely is. That was funny. No, but we're really, really well. It went really well. So we're excited. Excited to see what happens.
Joey, are you
Yes.
That tree looks like an owl could live in it.
Yeah, that tree looks great.
Looks gnarly.
Are you? This doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Are you designing the outside of the house to even kind of match what you already drew of the inside modeling?
It's already actually this part right here is already
is the front door and the window where
it literally already looks like that. That's why I went for something basic, because I wanted to leave room for things to be built out, like maybe a chair or something like that. So I made it as basic as I could. Okay, I like this so far. That is a very scary. To be honest, this looks like a murderer lives here, man. Let me give it a walkway.
So that's why I like, because Rich's house turned into a party pad for us when we were in high school, and it's like you could see how it started off as a nice house. I like the idea that the house is shoddy, not because it's a bad house, but because they just didn't take care of it. Like, it could be a nice house if they wanted it to. I mean, it's a 2-story, but they just didn't put any effort into it.
Just disrepair.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then maybe I can do a walkway here with some weeds and stuff popping up through the cracks.
Okay, let me turn.
Tala asked, could there be a path of some sort to the door that is missing some parts? So kind of maybe like a worn walkway. So it doesn't necessarily have to be paved or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, but
yeah, I'm using
kind of worn.
I'm using these for what's it called? Just measurement and perspective.
Okay.
Let's see. What do y'all want? Like a rock? You know how sometimes they put those rocks out, like bigger, flatter rocks, but they're not even.
Yes.
It might even be funny if the beginning and the end are intact, but there's a section in the middle that.
Oh, that might actually be really good.
Because it's like, well, what am I supposed to do?
Okay.
Or like one of the rocks is missing or something, and they put like the top of a big, I don't know, not like cardboard, but they put some sort of makeshift thing there in place.
Okay, that would be good too. I like both of those ideas. Let me
Crack some of the cement blocks on the path. Maybe crack some of those.
There we go. And we'll put some rocks in here.
Hey, Catalina. If you haven't already, just turn Wi-Fi off on your phone just in case.
Okay.
I hate for the video to go to like 480p all of a sudden just because we're all on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I really love technology. I'll tell you guys.
Today was...
Yeah, a rough day.
Rough day. Today was a rough day. You're not going to hear about that in the blog post. Today was a rough day. We made it.
The computer's sleeping on the couch tonight. We're not really happy with it. The most basic elements of computers that even 5th graders depend on to write book reports, a USB port, failed us. and that sent us into a tailspin of horror.
Not just one USB port, all USB.
But yeah, all USB.
All
That's
of
yeah.
All of them.
Absolutely true. It's so funny. Okay, so we got some wood planks here.
Okay.
I threw a few of those rocks in for good measure.
Okay.
There we
Oh.
go. Sorry, Miles just decided
Sorry,
to,
yeah.
you know.
I don't know what Miles was
James
doing.
Brown!
Needs a plug.
Yeah, no, that
Gotta charge my laptop.
Okay, stop. The solution you came up with to help me charge, Joey, it's not working. I don't know. It's apparently it hasn't been charging this whole time.
Well, Miles, as
not
you
my
know,
fault.
technology is our enemy today.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry my extension cable did
Papa
not
Miles
work.
got maybe 30 minutes left on this live stream before my computer goes down.
Papa Miles.
And we're only keeping it to an hour this time, guys, just to make sure that we don't run over, but also so
It's kind of a fun thing, too. We're giving ourselves, 20-minute window to design each thing, so we're kind of relying on your feedback and your suggestions to get the most completed, detailed comp we can.
Well, really, I'm actually glad that we're working on
it sounds like a horse show.
the outside of this this house, because let's go ahead and design the second story. And I honestly think by the time we've moved on to that, we will be able to move on to the user-generated concept art. This is
because it's already 8.
this is a great start to the house.
Will it have a porch?
Yeah, it has a porch.
Okay.
It's just not very big. Now, what can we do to add an element of otherworldliness to it? Because we've got a good base structure here that reads as house visually.
Yes.
But now it's like, what do we want to do to make it kind of superhero-ish, I guess? You know how kind of like Batman has his giant penny and like the T-Rex and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Is there
Okay.
anything we can put around it or build into it that kind of conveys that? Like, do we want a lab? Do we want, I don't know, maybe an observatory? Something like that.
Yeah, and it's going to have to be... Because part of... I think this
guys,
is...
what do you think? Tell us your
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah. Tell us, guys. Something like... I think the Batman example was spot on, to where, the giant penny, the big dinosaur, something like that. To me, the house has always been one of the funny, like, real-world elements of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the things that turns it into a deconstruction.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I agree.
I agree, man.
Yeah, even Alex said, something with the window. If it's like, he says a turret, I don't think it should be that violent. But maybe some sort of observatory or big, not like telescope, but maybe something that they would use to look at. Or
Okay.
to a scope or something, I don't know.
Like a bomber from World War II.
Goodness. I think last week was the dark week. Don't take us down this path. Because I'm in a bad mood. We are on a bad mood already from this technology flub.
Okay, let's see.
So what are they going to look at from there? This feels like it's in a Progressive commercial, right?
Progressive? What do you mean?
I don't know.
But also, I'm assuming since they haven't gotten any high profile gigs in a while, this wouldn't have been used in a long time,
Yeah, definitely not.
Bear in mind that we started like 15 minutes late, so we haven't technically been going for 37 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I know you guys said, it's already 8, but we've only been going for like 20 minutes, I think.
That's true.
Yeah, but I still want to work on this. I
Precious.
actually appreciate the switch lenses. I actually appreciate the work that we're doing here. Yeah, I like.
Good.
Well, it's useful too because you still have to design the front of the house eventually.
Yep.
Let's see. So I like the idea of this dome here. Hey, P-Dog, what's up? Let's see. Maybe we can give it also.
Well, read Miles read to him what Alex said.
Bubble windows looking out of the cardinal directions of the house from the roof. I'm stuck on bubbles for some reason. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, the bottom of the boat has these like compartments, like these bubble type things that you can look and watch the dolphins underneath with. So yeah, I like the lookout idea. It's a weird line between making it look cool and superhero-y versus them not being good superheroes.
Domes everywhere.
Domes. Okay. I like the idea.
Bell tower.
Maybe this thing rotates. Maybe we can put it on.
That's okay. Yeah.
Can you imagine the sound when it rotates? Something like that.
There we go.
They never use it because of all the noise complaints.
Yeah, Maddie can ask about it. We haven't used that thing in forever.
Noise complaints at all.
Like 6 noise complaints in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I like that maybe even in her room it has controls and stuff like that. That would be pretty funny. Okay.
It would be funny if, you have Mo talking to Jack downstairs or something, and all of a sudden, giant bass, like, no, hey, the girl's messing with the thing. And then he goes up and tells her why she's not supposed to touch it. Hey, we don't touch that thing anymore.
Yeah, I actually like this thing a lot because well, let me make it face forward. I like it a lot because it also adds this ability for it to be interchangeable. So, like, right now it's just kind of a bubble thing, or a bubble viewing scope, but later it can be, you can find out that it does other stuff.
So does it rotate, like, on a spherical axis? Like, it can go up and down and around?
Yeah, I think I want it to be able to go, like, that way. On X and Y axis.
Because when we do get earnest and genuine, I'm just thinking with Maddie, you could probably have some sweet moments with that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Some wonderment. And I wish we could point the camera towards P-Dog. She, as she always does, she found the softest spot in the room.
Yep.
Aww.
If there's a pillow, she'll climb on it. If there's a cover, she'll climb on it.
That little baby.
I don't know if this is, you guys are getting exclusive artifact info right now. We're at a shortage of chairs up in our office, so I'll just show you.
You want to show him?
Yeah.
You want to shoot it to him?
You're wondering why I'm the grumpy one. This is why. It's because this is my designated seat. It's my pot. It's just this big pot. This Oliver Twist ass porridge thing. And
Oliver Twist.
And
that's so funny.
Catalina and Joey thought that it's perfectly fine because you throw this pillow on it. Yeah, that makes it better.
Look,
I don't even like chairs.
I'm the artist, dude. What do you want to do? Stand
up?
Yeah,
well, you should be a tortured artist and sit on this.
You want to pace around?
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that I'm just sitting on this pot all the time. Oh, goodness.
I've got another idea. What? I've got an idea to add on to this. What if this is a building they got on a deal? Like, so it used to be someone else's lair or something like that.
That would make, because I was trying to find a reason to contrive that dome even being there, because they don't, they wouldn't have that. They're not high level enough.
Yeah. But I like the idea because that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That allows us to keep a lot of dome and bubble type of looks to it, and yet it has nothing to do. I like that a lot, actually.
Hey, Alex, how about you pipe down? You got jokes? He said I cooked with one of those earlier. All right, Alex, I see how it is.
Hopefully not that one.
He does science for a living. He probably did.
Yeah.
Are you doubting him?
Also,
I don't doubt him.
Great suggestion, Alex.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Let's not lose our gratitude.
Yeah, honestly, before tonight, this bubble thing we hadn't even talked about. This wasn't a thing. They just lived in a 2-story house, so this is totally you. Maybe instead of BFF, we'll just write Alex.
Alex was here.
Maybe we can actually put that.
Actually,
somewhere.
we can probably incorporate that in.
Alex was here.
Yeah, maybe they had to erase that from one of the. That's one of the times it got vandalized.
It's all over the walls. Yeah. Why is it all over the walls, man? Alex was here.
Maybe that's what we could do. That would be a good joke.
Why don't you go into Alex's
room? It's like every once in a while you'll find an Alex was here in the background. Yeah, that kid really tagged up our
He got us good.
That's amazing.
I wish I could be mad at him, but
be mad at him if he wasn't so good.
I think that's a new one.
Sometimes it goes with a WUZ or
oh, that'd be good. Yeah, Maddie can. Who's Alex? Oh man, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one before.
You found one.
Hey, you found your first one. Congrats.
That's
You found your
amazing.
first
Good job, kid. You found your first one.
That's amazing. I love that idea.
Alex, we just came up with an entire plot line just because you suggested this dome. That's
It's
awesome.
amazing.
That's great. I
Keep
love it.
tagging the garage every season.
Yeah, it's got to be a new one, man. That'd be so.
And I just think anytime there's a lull or anything, if you just have Maddie end up with Dane or something, I heard you found an Alex. Man, it took me 2 months to find my first one.
I'm laughing so hard right now. It's great.
All right, let's make a new.
Well, anyways, I forgot. The reason I mentioned the pot is because Precious was looking for the softest spot in the room, and earlier she tried to jump up on the pillow that's on this thing,
Yeah.
and she wiped out. She just slid right off.
She fell off.
And she's so lanky and skinny that it was just a mess of arms going all over the place. Little bony dog arms.
Crab legs.
Oh, God.
That's what she
Like,
looks.
imagine how terrifying she'd be if she had crab claws.
Do they have...
Oh,
No, she doesn't. Would they have the satellite up in that dead tree?
You know. Yeah, that's actually.
That's funny. I think that's a happy accident. What if the satellite just caught just in those branches and it's...
That's a great idea. That's a great. You know what? We can actually have different stuff caught in there. That doesn't mean that it has to always be the satellite.
I think the satellite's funny because like we get better reception up in the tree, so we put Dane on that ladder.
Yeah. But maybe since they don't maintenance the tree, the branches have just...
They're
Grown
starting to
around
grow
it.
around it.
That's a great idea.
Oh, never mind.
Alex was here.
I was thinking of tangled branches, and you know what I found out was a thing the other day? I never heard of this.
What's
Rat
that?
king.
Yeah, dude.
Rat kings
king.
are real.
That's disgusting.
I told your mom about that, and she's like,
Oh, she did the overreaction thing?
But you know, they said that those
What?
might not actually be real.
Why'd you tell my mom about it? When did you have occasion to just mention rat kings?
We were
to her?
eating at Rose's Cafe.
Oh, that's like recent, huh?
Yeah, and I don't remember. We were all just hanging out, and I found out for some reason that she didn't like rats. We were talking about the texture of something.
Oh, she probably was thinking of a rat tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom hates rats. She said that when she was it when she was pregnant with Darian? She
Maybe.
came over to Bita's house. You might have heard the story.
No, I haven't.
And she went over to Bita is what we call her grandma for the viewers. So my mom was pregnant with my older sister. This is back in like 1989, I guess.
Yes.
And she came over, and
Wow, 89.
you know, Bita's house would have been like hardcore back then. He's still like not very well
What does
kept.
that mean?
It means that even still now, Mason and I were cleaning Poppy's backyard, and we found rats and like a femur bone.
Yes.
And so
Rat King.
back then, my mom said Bita was just cooking, just doing her thing, and there was literally a live, like, foot-long rat just
No
chilling
way.
on the shelf, like the spice shelf above the stove.
No way.
And since it had lived inside and apparently was so well fed and was just living inside,
Oh no.
whoa, Alex, you. Oh, I thought you meant you cleaned out 2 rat kings. I was like, oh my goodness, Alex. He said, I cleaned out 2
Well,
dead
rats,
ones from a
not
ranch
the
the other week.
kings.
Well, not the kings. Still good on you, Alex. Anyways, apparently since this rat had just been living the life, it was so big that it was like heaving and dying under its own weight, but just sitting, just going.
No way.
No, here's the thing, because I said that too. Joey, see that manga studio thing above your my mom said it was like that big, like the size of a small cat, like this.
For reference here, can y'all?
Probably bigger than that. Never mind. Yeah, at least as big as Catalina's head, and so or my head because I got a big head, and so apparently my mom wasn't just perturbed by the rat, but that no one had really noticed it, and so she told Poppy, and so he went and got his BB gun and just like shot it 3 times until it died in the kitchen.
Poppy's our grandpa.
Yeah, and then he just threw it out in the back. And my mom said, like, she remembered that, and she told me that at dinner, and she was trying to tell me it was like as big as like the menu we were looking at and stuff, and I was like, I don't believe you. That's stupid.
Ask my mom.
And she said, call Bita, and I
like
said,
Jabba the Hutt.
yeah.
Yes.
I was like, you want me to call Bita at like 9 p.m. and ask her? She's like, yeah. And so I called Bita, and I told her the story. I could speak pretty good Spanish back then. I was still in high school. And so she said, oh, yes, I don't want to remember. And I was like, oh, it is real. Yeah, I was like, do you remember that? Is that real? She's like, oh, yes. Oh, I don't want to remember. And I was like, that woman has seen some stuff in her life.
in her kitchen.
And she didn't want to remember this. She was like, no, Miles, stop. So apparently that
That's
giant
terrifying.
rat was real.
That's terrifying.
Maybe we can have a giant rat in here somewhere.
He's a rat king, but he's the one that cut off all their tails, and so their tails are still tied to his.
Wait, so Joey, you said rat kings, you think they're man-made, just like sick people tie rats' tails together?
Yeah, I think that I'm not sure one has ever been found in the wild. They've only found like the carcasses and stuff.
Yeah,
They're never
when I searched it
alive.
on Google, I only saw dead rats.
Ugh.
I'm sorry that we've spent 10 minutes. I brought that up too. Never. This is my contribution.
James Brown.
Christmas.
Oh, look who's on board now.
Found a rat king.
I found a rat king.
Found a rat king.
That could have equally been a James Brown song at the end.
Oh, hey.
He was so
Guys,
fucked up.
we after we recorded our podcast the other night, we looked at the track listing for that James Brown Christmas album we were talking about, and we regretted that we couldn't read it on the podcast. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you now.
I think it's a James Brown Funky Christmas.
James Brown Funky Christmas.
Funky Christmas.
You know, I actually started listening to it the other day.
Are you serious?
Well, while you were working?
Yeah, and one of the people was like, "It's not Christmas without the Godfather of Soul."
That sounds like one of the titles from the album. One of the tracks.
That's true, actually.
Okay, so on the cover is this Shutterstock like mistletoe just like clone stamped a bunch of times, and then James Brown's face like badly photoshopped into the Santa hat.
Oh,
Why don't you just show? Oh, you don't have it on your. Anyway, we can show
Tala
it.
asked this too.
Yeah. What's up?
What if the house's second story was split in two because the observatory would look between the two parts?
That's a pretty good idea.
What do you mean between the two parts?
Because it can't. Whenever it turns, it's going to end up facing
Oh,
the
yeah.
wall.
You know what? Let me do this then. Because maybe what I can do is.
That makes sense, Tala.
Yeah, it would be funny
to be
if
able to turn it.
the second story edition was something that Jack and them did, and they didn't take into consideration the observatory, which is funny. Which is better, for it to make sense, like Tala said, or for them to have not considered the fact
have
that
not considered it.
Much
is
like
always-
us, they didn't consider. They didn't consider that it would have to point in all directions.
Yeah, that's for sure gonna be way.
That's
funnier.
better.
Okay.
still Tala, thank you though, because you're right, it wouldn't make sense, but because you said that, now we're gonna make a joke out of it. So thank you.
That's pretty great.
Jack's like, yeah, we added the second story, but we didn't really think that it would take out half the visibility of the
Wait,
of the only good part of the house.
I would like for it to still have a blind spot, so whenever they look through it, it's still like half covered.
Yeah.
I have a great idea for this dome.
Let's hear it.
No, I'm not gonna say it right now.
Okay.
I want to keep it. I wanna-
Okay.
Well, I
Okay.
have a great
Well,
idea
Miles,
for.
let's hear that track list.
All right, you ready, guys? Oh, this says disc 1.
More
Of a
than one
10-part anthology.
And if you're not mishearing any of these, I promise that I'm reading them correctly. 1. Go power at Christmas time. 2. Let's unite the whole world at Christmas. I like how a lot of these are just complete sentences. 3. Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. There's no commas or anything in that.
Straight to the
It's just
ghetto.
Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto.
The command to
Yeah.
go straight to the ghetto.
4. Merry Christmas, baby. Again, there's no comma, so it's
Christmas,
not Merry
baby.
Christmas, baby. It's Merry Christmas, baby. 5. This is why I'm so particular about commas on our website, because
I know.
James Brown suffered this. 5.
He's a cautionary tale.
Let's make Christmas mean something this year.
Let's try it.
6. Soulful Christmas. This is my favorite one. 7. The Christmas song. Because the 4 tracks before this with the word Christmas in the title weren't the Christmas song. This is the Christmas song. 8. Oh wait, no, this might be my favorite. Sweet little baby boy. Sweet little baby boy.
Oh my
9. Christmas is love. 10. Please come home for Christmas. 11. Santa Claus is definitely here to stay.
Yeah.
He's definitely here to stay.
12. Tit for tat, ain't no taking back. 13. Signs of Christmas.
It just sounds like Jibba Jabba.
14. Christmas in heaven. And then 15, just to round this out, hey, America.
He's leading you into his July 4th.
It'd be awesome if
album.
he just renamed that song from Rocky 4, that I Live in America, and then just...
Wait,
just on
it's
this.
just Hey America?
Yeah, just called Hey America.
Oh, I thought it was like the intro, like the
No.
start of a title.
No, it's
Like,
called
Hey America.
Hey America.
Christmas is here. or
No, it's just
No.
2 words, Hey America.
Hey America.
Nothing but Christmas.
Oh my gosh. Definitely here to stay. for
That's what
sure.
Tala just said. Definitely here to stay. Commas are the world.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. I'm sure he thanks you more because he's always like, comma.
Yeah,
comma.
I'm very
If
I'm
it's
very
not-
particular.
If it's not the Instagram post where he's like, you gotta delete it. It auto cropped it. You gotta delete it. I'm like, okay, and then I'm freaking out.
It's I feel weird because Catalina is my elder, but she's like I'm more well versed in social media because I post moody Instagram posts, and so I know. And
He's
so I'm
always
always
posting something about like Hootie and the Blowfish or.
And he always does
um,
that closed arm shirtless pose.
He's a lot of shirtless stuff.
What do you
It's
mean
really,
closed arm
it's
shirt?
Really
I
you
weird.
know
posted-
this one?
I posted one shirtless picture last
It's a
week.
lot of weird shirtless stuff.
You know, to be fair, I didn't actually know that. I was just.
Wait, are you?
I was
very
just
serious.
BSing.
Oh my! Now I'm mad at you because you just assumed that. But I guess you were right. I don't know.
You were right.
I don't know what to be mad at. Probably myself.
Yes, you should be mad at yourself.
I like these prison bars.
Oh, like a pawn shop on the window. Those for the prison bars.
It's 8:25. Just letting you know.
I know. I want to finish up. I actually want to.
Oh wow, time has flown.
It has. It
Yeah,
really,
I
really
want to
has.
finish up a few more details on this, and then we will.
Does this count as R2 creations
Yeah,
this week?
This is.
I'm
this
having
is-
so much fun.
This is great. This looks so good
Yeah.
because it's, and even this can be changed a little bit.
It's all a mishmash. That's
What's
what I love
what's
about
that big? I know you're trying to contrive the blind spot, but what's that big rectangle going to be on the right side?
Really to me, they need, in my opinion, a training center. I don't want it to be this big of a building.
Like a danger room?
Yeah, something like that. Except I think we can just do that in the backyard.
it. Guys, what would you have for like a like an obstacle? It's not like an obstacle course, like a training facility.
Yeah, Joey. I think it's.
What would you have?
That's funny if they just did it in the backyard.
Yeah,
What would you
I-
guys do?
I
In the,
think-
yeah, in the backyard,
Backyard
Not
is
an
definitely
actual-
better.
structure. Just in the backyard. What would it have?
You know, and this might not be for their house. It might be for just something. But I do like the idea of like an out of commission danger room, to where it's actually dangerous because the holograms and the virtual reality stuff, like they're old and they're kind of sputtery.
That's
So you
great.
they might actually go too far and kill you.
That's great. Yeah, then we need to. Yeah, I like that idea. Let me put that over here. Let me make this a little more squat.
Yeah. It could be like the height of like a school gymnasium or something.
Yeah,
or a little
exactly.
shorter.
Exactly.
I'm thinking the one across from
From
Grandma's
Vita's house.
house.
Yeah,
from
I was
Grandma's
thinking that
house.
exact thing.
Well, that.
Yeah.
Did
Or-
you know that used to have bars on the windows?
Oh really?
Yeah.
I remember I asked them, since I didn't know when I was a kid and we went to private school, I asked them, I said, who goes to school there? And they said, oh, the bad kids.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Here's that.
That's actually my, not to pat myself on the back, that's the favorite idea I've had. I like of a decommissioned danger room that you don't want to go in there because if you activate it.
That, and it also, that's a great idea. I like it because it's almost like an off limits area. No one goes.
Oh, hey, if you don't want to make it too high tech or give them too much real estate, Tala had the idea of putting it in the basement, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know you
Well-
wouldn't get to put it on the outside for the exterior shots, but in the basement, I think would make more sense.
Well, not just that, but we got to think of where everyone's roomed. So to me, Jack is going to be in the basement. And to me, Maddie will probably live in this big observatory dome.
Because she goes upstairs.
Dane, Dane's the one that I'm not sure about. He may.
If he slept on the couch.
Yeah. So Dane would sleep in the couch. He'd be probably around here.
Mo.
And Mo. I like the idea that Mo could be. Does Mo work as a second story character? That's
No,
kind of-
I imagine he would have, like, he would take the corner office, quote unquote. There's probably a big bedroom downstairs that he would take.
Okay.
He wants a place with some privacy.
Yeah. Mo wants
Okay.
privacy.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all this. I do like the bars and stuff like that. I'm gonna remove that, and
Tal
like
said for the go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead. We're here.
Tal said for the training thing, I would go for different things from military training, like I guess courses, like the sideways forest of logs to jump up and down.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably gonna have more superhero-y things, but that will be a funny dichotomy to have traditional obstacle like if there's a laser dodging thing and then there's monkey bars, or like a rock wall and then there's like a laser grid to crawl through. That. And actually, a recurring gag for Dane that might be funny is, instead of just sleeping on the couch all the time,
Yeah.
at any given time, if a character is wandering around at night, Dane's sleeping in the car tonight. Tonight, Dane's sleeping in the chair, but he was facing the other way, so I didn't know. He just picks different places to sleep.
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
Alex had the question: would Mo need to sleep?
Oh.
Not necessarily. I don't.
What if he slept with his eyes open?
We talked about that already.
Well, I guess just like this.
Yeah, with his eyes and his mouth kind of open. We already talked about that.
Oh, we did? Because, the mouth open, too, because his teeth always show. It's like he's baring his teeth always.
Yeah.
Dichotomy is
just kind of...
Oh, I love the idea of Maddie, going to, or Dane getting a snack or something, and he sees Mo, and the Mo's just in the chair like this. And you have to kind of take a second and move to see if he's awake or not.
Real.
Yeah.
Let me see.
And it'd be funny if then Dane assumes he's asleep, and then, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's really
He was
good.
actually awake.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Moms, can you open the door downstairs? Can you unlock it, please? The front door.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, is someone here?
Possibly.
Mm.
Oh, I don't want to be run out at 8%.
That's Mo.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what that would look like to me.
Open downstairs?
Ugh, he's so weird looking.
Oh, hey, did you even notice I was able to lock it and unlock it for the first time?
No, I didn't, because you should be able to lock and unlock a door as an adult.
Okay.
Okay.
See? He wants a prize for every little thing, guys.
That's why you gotta cut him down. At
Yeah,
the
you gotta
knees.
cut him down. He's not even a writer on the crew. He just bangs away at the keyboard.
Uh-oh. He's gonna listen to that later and get real angry.
Tala said
Yes.
Mo can have a fetish for paperwork and literally having a corner office where he's filling, where he's filling his heart with the group's paperwork.
What's it called?
Papa's back.
Hey, Miles.
Hey, so is this power strip actually plugged in?
Yeah, that's what's powering the lights. That's why everything went out
Well,
whenever
that ain't
you...
what's powering my laptop. Maybe it's the extension cord that's broken?
No,
How
because
can
it was
extension-
also
okay.
powering the light that I took it from.
What's going on then?
Maybe your power cord's
Maybe
broken.
this one outlet? No, because I was just losing it earlier.
Could be the one outlet.
With my luck, I wouldn't doubt it. Which one of these is safe to unplug?
I don't know.
There's a the one that has the whole live stream going. Let's see.
Maybe.
What is that?
I wanna
What is
add
that on
one
the
more-
left?
I want to add one more thing. I'm trying to think. I like the motif of bubbles, and I like that this place has been renovated or something like that.
Or additions have been made to the
Yeah,
the building.
They got a
because
great deal on this stuff.
Yeah.
So they're just using it.
Will this stretch? Will this stretch to that thing? I think it will.
To what, I'm sorry?
That one hanging up. I don't want to lose my live
Which one
stream.
hanging up? What are you talking about?
Look right there.
He's making me do all this work for his laptop.
See.
And he showed up with
Hey, it worked.
unprepared. It's not charged.
Corner officer is filling with heart.
I was actually at 100% when I came over, but we spent so much time trying to get this thing set up.
Okay. All right. I think we're good here. I think we can stop here. Is there anything else we want to add to it before I stop? Because this low flat architecture I really like. I love the dome. I think the building to the side will be the danger room. But it seems like there's an area here
Yeah, there needs.
where something can go.
Well, I liked what happened to the bars and the room there.
I liked it, but it seemed wrong. It doesn't look right. Something about that architecture doesn't seem right.
Really?
I mean, we could do like a steep roof or something like that.
As long as we're in agreement that it does need to be that empty space. It's going to be 2 stories, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It should have 2 stories, even just for storage and stuff like that. It's going to be...
That may be good for the training for the danger facility. Tyler said you could have stucco on the outside of brick, so in some spots brick is showing through to show that it's been in disrepair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy way to telegraph. Yeah.
How old it is.
Mm-hmm.
How old it is. All that.
Trying to think of...
Great ideas, guys. Thank
just
you.
need one more thing here. Just one more. But if we can't come up with it, that's okay. We can switch over to drawing the other character.
Okay.
Okay.
Say we do that.
Okay, that's fine with me. So I'm gonna leave this as it is right now.
Thank you guys so much for all your suggestions.
Yeah.
You were absolutely right with the roundness, the bubble, Alex. So very good on that. And then Tally, you were right about the walkway, about the path and the cracks, all that.
Yeah, I really like.
Yeah.
Alex was here. I'm loving it.
Oh, Alex was here. Yeah,
Alex was here. Is
I was going to say we had to write this down, but we're literally recording it all.
Yeah.
I'm consistently surprised by the stuff like this that would seemingly be really important, like canonical, permanent decisions about design stuff, but that come from fans. Like from,
Yeah.
Usually that's stuff that you would think wouldn't be malleable, but literally you guys came up with almost all of this.
To me, the Alex was here thing and this
Thank
bubble,
you.
both of these things to me really add a lot of character to this house.
And
in
it's
fact,
weird.
Yeah, and it actually pushes me in a different direction. So even after the live stream,
Creatively.
I'm probably going to talk to y'all just about it.
Okay,
so that way
that sounds
we can-
great.
And then, I mean, it adds character stuff too. We didn't really, I know we wanted this, but we didn't really have anything whimsical or kind of melancholy for Maddie to be pensive in. You know, we didn't really have anything in her room for her to do that, but the image of her looking out through that bubble.
I had
That's a beautiful.
what I had. That's the reason I drew this up there. I had that type of window up there, but it seemed way too pedestrian.
Yeah.
To me, the bubble
It was
really
kind of gothic to me too. Somehow with the, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of the castle thing in Edward Scissorhands, kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I really prefer the idea of kind of molding it in a superhero-ish kind of way.
I like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, thank you, Alex. It's wonderful having you guys.
Hey, Alex, I will point out though that it was my idea to have you log in separately.
Okay, all right.
So
See,
At
okay,
the
hey,
knees, cut him at the knees.
Cut him at the knees.
just to make my Alex, just because, can you just please type in thank you, just really quick in the comments.
Hold on. Look at this dog.
Oh yeah, look at the P dog. But hold her up higher.
Yeah.
There you go.
See?
Oh.
You little baby.
That's how she likes to sit in your lap. Always.
Sweet baby.
She is. She's a great dog.
Okay.
She's a great dog.
So, what character do we want to do?
Let's ask him.
Okay, go ahead. We'll start from there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The time of the night has come for you to make a character, and I will tell you that the past 2 live streams we've had, we've literally fallen in love with the viewer-generated characters. So
Yes, they've been amazing.
No pressure.
yeah.
And
Well, no,
no
I was gonna say
pressure.
no. Actually, the opposite. There are literally no wrong answers. Last
Yeah.
week we got the suggestion for Captain Gun, which we were all kind of like, oh, "That's not gonna
Yeah, it
work."
was weird because there was a gun and then confetti and
Yeah, there was
just-
a magician idea and a Captain Gun, and we were like, "How does that?" And then we came up with like the funniest thing we've written so far with he shoots. You've seen Captain Gun, so
he bends over to shoot.
at children's birthday parties, confetti and candy at maybe a little too high speeds. Yeah, there we go, Captain Gun.
When you need fun.
Call Captain
Call
Gun.
Captain Gun.
And so, no wrong ideas.
We also had this girl who I really liked. I'm glad her design
Girl X.
Girl X. That would actually be a pretty cool name. And then Vito.
Vito eucalyptus.
Vito still looks real
He
rough.
looks like a
What happened to you? You look like a watercolor.
he does.
That's a great line.
Look like a
No, I
water-
already have it in the idea list.
Okay. And
What happened to you? You look
course-
like a watercolor.
And then, of course, Lil Husker.
Of course it will have.
And Cosby.
Okay, Miles, what is Tyler saying?
Alex said thank you. I didn't thank you, man. I thank you. That actually means a lot. I had an idea. Is there a mob in the city? Oh, I thought maybe. Is this too Star Wars prequel-y, or is this funny that
In
Vito
what
would
way?
have a sister that's the polar opposite of him and could maybe have some mob connections? Is that too Star Wars prequel-y, like Darth Vader built C-3PO?
And she said, well put together, nothing sloppy about her.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Maybe he could be kind of bitter. I don't know, maybe they don't have the best...
To me, Vito is the representation of the underworld. While I'm actually perfectly fine expanding on Vito and giving him a little more backstory and characters, I feel like his character specifically works as a lone wolf. And
Singular.
And to me, that's why he pairs up well with Mo. I feel like those are the types of people that Mo would be friends with. That being said, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind there being a female, not even, because can you imagine them being like, Vito has a sister? What does that look like? And then and then it's like, oh no, she's actually awesome. But
really quick, Cosmic Eel's here.
hey,
Oh, look at him, Cosmic Eel.
Eel.
We see what you're doing. You logged in just in time for the viewer-created characters.
No.
You think you could? Hey, you think you could be an eel and slither your way into this one, huh?
I mean,
Good
older
job,
lady.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a character that we can
You know
design.
what? I do like that idea of Vito having a sister. But I want to. There's something that we haven't done yet with any of the characters, and that's make something that isn't human.
Yeah, let's do that, guys. Something that isn't human.
So to me, if we like, you know how there's like the Thing or like the Hulk, even though the Hulk is technically human.
Do you want something that is like a shapeshifter, or is something that is part human, part something else at all times? Is it something that changes with a different state? Guys, what do you think? Tell us.
I think both ways could work because yeah, it could be like the Bruce Banner and Hulk type of thing where he turns into him when he gets angry or whenever he gets in a certain state.
Okay.
Or like the Thing, he could just always be that way. It's just now that we've kind of established the basic characters, the characters that we know.
Yes.
Now we can actually play around in the actual hero universe.
Okay.
And actually build something that isn't necessarily human.
Okay. So Alex said maybe something reptilian or ape.
Okay.
Which was kind of what this is where my mind goes. Well, thank you for joining us, Cosmic Eel. He said he just got off work.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Whatever work looks like.
Yeah, we're
I don't
we're
know what
about
that-
to get off work.
Yeah.
Let's go with.
Maybe chameleon, but there's a common trope.
Yeah, like skew towards reptile because with ape it's too easy to make it look like Gorilla Grodd or like Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Like there's you can only go so far in ape, but I think reptilian offers more options.
Yeah,
Okay.
reptilian's fun too because their eyes can face a little bit different directions or things like that.
Okay. So I'm trying to think. Maybe let me mix that with something else. Let me think about like. Do we want something?
A humanoid, but too long limbs, weird proportions.
Okay.
Just maybe like humanoid.
Okay. Let's kind of play with that.
Too long of limbs.
Let me
Weird
see.
proportions. So not super short arms. What could it be? What do you guys think? Let us know.
Let's just start messing with shapes because long limbs kind of give the feeling of something being creepy. In
Sorry guys, my
opinion.
pep was texting me. Sorry I'm looking down at my phone so much. It's going away.
What's a pet?
And his dad.
But yeah, Joey, I like the idea of long limbs. Like arms that are maybe just a little too long.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Let me make that a bit
I just want it to
sharper.
be uncomfortable when you look at them, but not because you immediately like see it.
Yeah, like maybe you could do something with like pupils that are either like 110% too, like 10% too big or 10% too small.
Well, if it's reptile, do we want to go for the vertical slits? Or do we want to go for...
It's a cool opportunity to do like, you know, like the mouth of Sauron, how they made his mouth just be
like sideways?
like, no, yeah, and like 110% scale to where you're like, wait a second, is his mouth that big? You know?
Yeah, it's something a little bit off about it. I think I like round pupils better. Let's see. Let me erase some of this chin.
It's looking weird.
Yeah, it's the
looking
mouth.
real weird.
The mouth makes him look
I
real
can't
strange.
even see what it is yet.
Yeah, well, I'm still kind of just playing with it. I like
He kind of
the-
looks like a
What do
shy
you-
guy from Mario right now.
a shy guy from Mario. I like the idea of kind of chameleon ears. That always says like a reptile to me.
What else could it have, guys? Like what coloring? How do you see the mouth? How do you see the arms, the hands? Is there something like a tail?
Yeah,
Is there something weird like that? What do you think?
keep the suggestions coming, guys.
Instead of big round eyes, let me switch it.
And we're gonna color this one probably. So also like last week, go ahead and throw out some color scheme suggestions.
Or patterns? Yeah.
Joy, did we have
Oh.
did we settle on Vito last week? He is a shapeshifter? Maybe
because
because if this is kind of a reptilian species, I was thinking maybe he could be like Zam Wessel, to where he is a shapeshifter, but his base form, like if he got killed or something, his base form ends up being some kind of a. I mean, we're probably not going to end up seeing it, but it's just a cool idea.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, he could be. It's just we would have to put a limitation on it because you can't make. The thing about the characters, in my opinion, is I don't want any of them to be too powerful.
Well, yeah, he would be more like Little Husker, to where you never actually see it, and it's only just something a little off.
Rumored.
Nose and mouth, yeah, rumored. The nose and mouth should be somewhat snout-ish.
Snoutish?
Oh yeah, like what if it's like kind of looks humanoid, but maybe it juts out a little too much, or maybe if like
Like what?
I don't know, something like Voldemort,
Should be somewhat snout-ish.
like an alligator, but only a tiny bit. So kind of like Lizard from Amazing Spider-Man, to where it's like a little bit kind of. Technically, it still looks like a mouth, but.
Oh, I see what you mean. So let me get rid of this guy. And let's switch perspectives.
Oh, this is terrifying.
Yeah, isn't he weird looking?
Oh no, he looks like an alien. I hate. Oh, that's scary. Like that.
Let's see. Maybe snout-ish.
Did you see
something.
earlier when P-Dog was sitting on your lap, Joey, and she was completely upright, but her eyes were still falling shut, like she was still falling asleep?
Yeah, she sleeps like that,
Look.
man.
She's a sleepy baby right now.
Yeah, she's fighting it.
Being that needy earlier wore her out.
Yeah, she was being real needy.
Tala says that she doesn't think it should have a tail because a tail would be too defining.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like a sharp chin. Maybe a long chin.
Like Voldemort face.
Voldemort face? Is
Well,
that
I
what
was
you
just
said?
thinking because like his nose, he doesn't. You know how it's essentially a human face. He just doesn't have a nose.
Well, let's pull up weird pictures. Miles, do you have any child pictures
Oh look, that
of
all of a
yourself?
sudden came.
Your childhood
Okay.
pictures?
Actually, I do. It's the James Brown one.
The James Brown
That's
one.
more frightening than anything we could draw.
It's not. Let's see.
I don't remember which song I sang. It might have been "Sweet Little Baby Boy."
No, it definitely wasn't, because that
No,
wasn't
actually, I
even
do
out
remember.
yet.
It was this song about "Heard It Through the Grapevine."
Really?
Yeah.
You sang Heard It Through the Grapevine?
Yeah.
Was that him?
I don't know. It was Miss Spivey directed 2005, like a musical that she just got from this company.
You know, I realized where I heard that last name. It's from the Psychic Companions Network. There was a old psychic named Dennis Spivey, and I think that was his name.
I didn't know Spivey was like a normal.
And he had like, actually, did you ever see that H3H3 video where he's out there being a psychic? Anyway, one of the people that he's doing there is Spivey, and I was like, why does that name sound so familiar?
Spivey, and no, apparently, "Heard It Through the Grapevine" is by Marvin Gaye. So great job, Miss Beverly Spivey.
Tala said that she likes the large, broad spikes on the head.
Good.
Yeah, it kind of looks like how they tried to make Dennis Hopper's hair look like kind of dinosaur-like spines in Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Bros.
They just kind of slicked it back.
There. That looks better. Now let me round him out, because right now he looks a little too comic book character-ish.
Come on, I want to find her.
There we go.
What else do you all think?
Give him some Okay, now
What else?
let me give him some thinner arms.
I'm gonna spend 10 more seconds trying to find Beverly Spivey.
Why are you even trying to find
I
it?
don't know. I'm sitting here watching this unfold, and now you're at mugshots.
Okay. Well, no.
Now you're at mugshots.
It's because when Brandon and I were making one of our short films on Papi and Vita, we were just driving down Hewlin, and all of a sudden she pulled up next to us, and I was like, oh, ah! And we tried to get the camera, and we got a shot of her.
Wait, what do you... You're so creepy.
I didn't, keep it for posterity. It ended up being in the movie.
That's even weird.
I guess when I said that, I realized that's worse.
Okay.
Skin tight suit, maybe like a wetsuit.
We already have that on Cosmic Eel.
Let me see. But if we want them to be reptilian...
Keep ideas coming for what you guys think he'd be wearing, so we can have a couple of options to pick from. Because it's that's close, but I don't think it's quite there.
I just want to see this character walk. Like, what does it look like when it walks?
So
it's gonna look
weird.
so creepy.
Isn't it a weird character?
Maybe it would help me if I knew, what kind of function do you think he serves in the universe?
We'll find that out.
But-
That actually usually imply or really figures out what the character's design is going to look like. So really, why don't we come up with what the character does instead?
Okay, guys, two things. One, Alex, how old are you? Because I want to ask you if you know a couple people from Pwafa. And two, one of the things that helps us most design characters, like Joey just said, is what their function is in the world. Because
Yes.
Vito Eucalyptus, what's that? Oh, he's a sleazy arms dealer. I know what he looks like. So what do you think this character is or does, or
That's
what do you
actually-
think
What
his...
is their role? That's
what
very,
slot does he fill?
Yeah, because I think about it in terms of how does this character move when we see them across the scene, or this screen. Like, what do they move like? What does that feel like? Is it meant to be off-putting when you see it? Is it meant to be
he's pretty
stealthy in the
off-putting.
background? Like, how is it supposed to be?
Ooh, he's weird looking.
So what do you think?
Let me give him...
Actually, wait. I don't think this needs a dash. Because those don't.
Let's see.
This is so much fun.
It is, but
Miles?
it's very challenging.
We're waiting on those the feedback on what they think he does.
Well, what do you think he does?
I don't know. I'm really I would have offered a suggestion if I knew. I'm kind of at a loss. I'm not even really too in love with the design yet. I think there's one element that's gonna happen that's gonna make me go crazy for it.
That's how I feel.
It's not quite there.
That's how I feel about most of the designs. Is they just need a little push in the right direction, and then they come together.
Okay, so what is it then? Oh, look at this, Miles.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, he is.
What kind of... Do you have any structure to his fins? Because it kind of looks just like a mess of fins back there right now.
Cosmic Eel said, I think it would be neat if he was all hunched over, but pretty quiet.
That's actually pretty cool.
All creepy-like.
Okay.
Sounds like
He's
Cosmic Eel.
like, what are you looking for?
What are you buying? Yeah, man. Okay.
We always go real dark with our characters. He just kind of has this spooky vibe about him. Tell us, what if he teleports?
I want his I like the idea of him being able to do something like that, Tala, but maybe let's try to tie it more in with his amphibian or reptile-ness. I like the idea that he has an ability like that, but maybe take it one step closer to how he looks. Because I feel like just with this design it would kind of be arbitrary, but I agree that there should be something.
Let me see.
Okay, hey, Alex, so do you know Madeline Adam or Duggan Frenchu? Let me know if you know either of those people.
But let's just throw out their names. We got socials coming up next.
Okay.
Birthdays.
They're my friends. It's
last
fine.
place of,
Just tell me if you
residence.
know them and I'll give you their socials. No, they're my friends. I went to school with them and for like elementary school and middle school.
Let me see.
What do you think about the legs? What's happening with the lower half of his body, guys? What do you think?
I'm thinking.
Is it a character that like his scales peel off? And so every time you see him, like he's picking at him or like pulling them off. And
that is so gross.
And there's some maybe like really pretty color underneath or really gross color.
I have an idea. Let me make him a little more. Let me make him like this.
He said yes, he knows of them.
Yeah, that makes about sense since I'm 22. So they would be a. I went to school with Madeline from kindergarten to 8th grade. And
Looks
then,
like he's peeing on a wall, like he's turning around.
oh yeah,
He
it
got
does.
caught.
Looks like he's looking like we caught him
He
peeing.
got caught. What do you need?
Hey, Joey, do you, off the top of your head, do you know where to go to turn off my FaceTime camera on my laptop? Because the light's still green, but I forgot how we turned it on in the first place.
No, I don't, unfortunately.
And we'll figure that out after.
That's a live show. I guess it's free flowing. That's a.
Let's see. There we go. So let me. I like the idea that maybe he can, and this is a weird idea, but open his skin and has stuff in there. Maybe
Yep.
that he's selling.
That's it. That's the element. Opening his skin. That's
He
really
opens
good.
his skin.
That's really weird.
That's good. Like
What
almost
co-
like a kangaroo, but through the gross filter of being a reptile.
The crazy thing is like when he peels it back, what's it going to look like on the inside? Because it has to adhere some way.
It'd be funny if
So is
whatever
it
he gives you is kind of
sticky?
wet.
Ew.
Oh.
Just a little sticky.
Okay then, if that's the case, let me change the way he looks right here. That's a little too cool. I need to make him a little less cool.
Did you just say that's too cool?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, certain lines make characters look more cool. Like right now, I think the reason he comes off as weird or as creepy is because he has conflicting designs. So
Yeah. Cosmic Heel. Let us reiterate. Well, I don't know if you listened to the podcast this past Tuesday, but we loved your fan art. I think this is the first time we would be able to tell him that.
yeah.
Yeah, just in person or over camera. We loved your fan art.
Thank you. And we're waiting for the...
Hey, Captain
no.
Gunn.
We're waiting for Captain Gunn.
I'm really excited to see your Captain Gunn fan art because I honestly I like his design a lot. My favorite part about your Cosmic Eel fan art was his pose. With the,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
was a
I'd
great
like to pose, and it was random but inspired. And then the attention to detail, specifically on the shoes. Again, if you listen to the podcast, you probably heard us say that already. We raved about it.
Yeah, his shoes, great great pickup on that.
Oh, Tala said maybe if his skin is like, if he is a reptile, maybe it's kind of like to where it's like at least parts of his skin, maybe like a crocodile, to where it's almost armor plates.
Okay. Sure.
Because
Like-
crocodile skin is like I heard it's like as hard as fingernails.
Or maybe like from his knee down so they almost look like boots.
Ooh, maybe parts of him you want to cover in clothes
Yeah.
could be the harder armor plated parts.
Okay, let me do that down here. Let me just put some.
Thank you guys for the ideas.
Yeah, that's
And by the
it.
way,
Yeah.
guys, give shout outs to Joey or give him a thumbs up or nice comments
What
because
does that mean?
I'm just saying because you take
Send him hearts.
all these random comments and suggestions that we have and he has to turn them into images. I couldn't do that.
He spins them into gold.
You know, all these abstract random ideas we throw out and he not only can think of how to translate those visually but also can draw them.
Dude, to me, the hard part is the imagination. It's coming up with this stuff.
Ooh, I didn't see on the screen. He's peeling his skin back to show you what he's got.
Yeah.
That's gross. That's awesome though. It's still showing the.
It's
It's 'cause
showing-
I paused it. That's why.
Thanks for pausing my live stream.
I can't pause the live stream. But
Thanks for pausing me on stream. I'm about to put you on blast on stream.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys very much for the support and for the input.
Yeah, we really appreciate
Because
y'all coming out.
I mean, it's going into the crew.
Yeah, you guys are literally helping create the cartoon. It's like, imagine if the creators of SpongeBob have asked you for help designing Squidward, or like one of you guys had the idea to make that tiki head be Squidward's house. It's like that. When this is like a popular, this character, someone can say, oh, I had the idea to peel back his skin, or Cosmic Eel can say, oh, I had the idea for Captain Gun.
I really
Stop
love
loving
the Alex.
Captain Gun so much.
Alex was here.
Okay, fine.
Really love Alex was here.
Alex was here. Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Oh, you found
takeaways
one.
Tonight.
You found one. You found
Yeah,
your first.
Oh, she found her first one.
For sure. That's gonna be huge,
Yes.
man.
Who was Alex? This kid really loved his own name.
Yeah, he's one of the local neighborhood kids.
He broke in. Still breaks in.
Still breaks in. Well, still breaks in. Yeah. There we go.
This is a weird character.
He really
that
is.
armor looks cool.
He really is a strange character, but I also kind of like him just because he's different, and we don't. Characters like this, I feel, are going to be used in certain ways to make atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes,
right,
you're not going to be necessarily walking down the street just as a throwaway.
Right,
They'll
exactly.
have a real purpose.
Well, that's the cool thing, is that even if most times, like the amount of thought that goes into the design and function and stuff, this level is only spent on primary characters. But if the secondary characters of your world are thought through and conceptualized this thoroughly, that's what makes it feel like a lived-in universe.
Yes.
Because like each character in Star Wars looks so unique, and you can tell they have their own history and backstory.
Well, here he goes with Star Wars.
I'm just saying, it's
Otra vez with Star
otra
Wars.
vez con Star Wars.
Don't take me back. Don't remind me.
I don't want to remember.
I don't want to remember.
Poor grandma and that big old rat.
She's lived. There's so much in her life, and that's one thing that.
She doesn't want.
She doesn't want to revisit.
Never mind coming here from a different country.
Oh, look at him showing it. Does he have only like a couple of hands?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
I'm
give him
sorry.
3 fingers.
Oh, look, he's
fingers,
presenting. He's opening his hands like, look.
Look what we got, kids.
Do you guys have any ideas of what he would be peddling? Because Vito sells weapons, so that's kind of taken.
What if it's something else that's just rather mundane?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
what
say
if
that.
it's
I don't think it
food
needs
or
to be
something?
sinister
Yeah.
or like.
I don't think it does either.
What if it's...
Because that's what makes it interesting, is that like if a character looks this sinister but is selling, yo-yos, something like that.
It can't be like calling cards.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I like. I like the idea that it's something.
Is it considered contraband
No.
in their universe, or it's just like he's a street peddler for fans or
I think-
for
yeah,
batteries or
Yeah, I think it should be a street peddler.
Batteries.
it's something weird?
Yeah, and along those lines of randomness, batteries. I was thinking like reams of paper, or batteries,
Energy
or something
drinks.
like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Energy
drinks sounds, yeah, for sure.
I'm like,
He's like, you want to feel like me?
You want to be like me?
Okay, if that's the case, then his eye has to change. He can't look so relaxed. He's gotta.
You want to
should
be like
peddle-
me?
Human wears that aliens would find weird.
Oh man.
Socks, things like that.
Oh, those eyes are. I always draw eyes real, like going different directions. I don't know why. Let me.
Gloves with 5
Oh,
fingers.
Alex, that's good. Gloves with 5 fingers, even though he only has 4.
Yes.
Real unique. Sewed them on myself.
I like that voice too. He's pronouncing things too much. I sewed them on myself. Real unique.
One of a kind.
Yeah. What if he reacts to his own products? Wow, look at this.
That's pretty
Like he's
good.
seeing it for the first time.
That's pretty
One
good.
of a kind.
Wow,
Look
one of a kind.
I like that a lot, actually. Let me erase the back of his head. Now he's really coming
One of a
together.
kind. I love it.
Wow,
Unique,
we really
special.
stuck with this character
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
we started to come
There was something there. We had to get it.
There, that's closer.
That skin, that's like weird, just layer of membrane is so gross.
It's very off-putting. It's very gross. Wow.
One of a kind.
One of a kind.
Write that down. Wow. One of a kind on there for him. Wow.
I will.
One of a kind.
There we go.
I like the idea that you're already sold on buying the product. Like,
So
you came there for that, but he still is trying to...
It could be something like energy drinks, gloves with 5 fingers, socks.
Well, I like the...
Or is it just a mishmash of things?
That's what I'm saying, but I would like if he had him categor... Like, I think it's too obvious to have a bunch of random stuff, but it would be funny if he had them in different compartments of himself.
Oh,
Categorized in some sort. Because it's like, oh, socks and this and energy drinks. It's like, yeah, that's obvious that he would have different things.
But then he opens the other side.
Yeah, I like how if they're organized and they are random. To where he has a sock compartment and then his energy drinks and somehow they're cooled.
Yeah. Because he's cold-blooded, dude.
Oh, that's how they should Luckily, I'm cold-blooded. They're chilled.
That's...
How are they so cold?
And Mo can be like, yeah, I'll bite. Nasty.
Smart purchase, sir.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret this.
He's real earnest.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he's just an honest guy trying to make a living, man. There we go.
When his skin, Alex says biology. Why are we attracting so many biologists?
I don't know that. What was it? What was he? A
molecular biologist.
molecular
Yeah, our most
biologist.
recent Jack auditioner was spent 5 years as a molecular biologist.
So go figure. Who knows? Alex said,
Biology incoming. When his skin peels off, there needs to be no white. He has no fascia connecting or attaching the skin to the muscle.
Ew.
Yeah, that makes sense because he wouldn't be able to pull his skin off if there was a fascia. He should not know what the true functions of the
Of the items are.
He doesn't because he's not really in touch with humans, so he's not sure what they do.
Oh, that's so funny.
Maybe that's why he's so impressed. One of a kind.
Wow, one of a kind.
Wow.
Yeah. That means they can trade for things that have no value, but he's
he's ready to barter.
That's a great idea, Alex.
There we go.
That makes him kind of cute too. That he doesn't know.
Yeah. In fact,
He thinks he's getting a deal.
in
Look
fact,
at this guy. He thinks he's getting a deal.
let me change his mouth if that's the case. See, all this stuff informs the way the character looks, because
I like his brows. It's like Martian Manhunter.
oh yeah, they are kind of, aren't they? That's nice.
So what would he think an energy drink is? Like, what would he think the socks are for? What would he think all that stuff is for?
Very nutritious.
Very nutritious. Yeah, there we go. I kind of like that. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, good job, Alex.
Oh, I actually like that. I kinda...
Yeah, you know, he might be a good red herring. Like David Fincher said this about Dragon Tattoo when he was casting Elizabeth. He was like, didn't want to make her pretty. He said he wanted to do like an E.T. thing where you go, really, you're gonna hinge a whole movie on this, and then you realize. And so it'd be cool for this guy if we set him up just based on how he looks. He looks terrifying. But then he opens his mouth and then he's like, "Aw."
Yeah, that's kind of nice. And let me give him a little...
Don't make him look too nice, because I did kind of like the mouth before where he had sharp teeth.
Yeah, I did too, but...
Just a relaxed expression. I think that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Socks
Oh,
would
okay.
be
I didn't realize his mouth is closed right now.
Horn ornaments.
Well, right now I have him with his tongue out and like kind of a half smile, but let me change it back. Yeah, I like that. I like with his mouth closed, and whenever he opens it, you see jagged teeth.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Or that's when he looks even crazier because his eyes are so big.
Yeah.
And then the mouth adds
Or maybe
to
even
it.
2 rows of teeth on the top and the bottom.
2 rows of teeth, genius. Great move.
Yeah, but the mouth closed is pretty adorable.
Energy drinks could be speed potions. Socks could be horn ornaments.
Wonderful speed potion. Very nutritious.
Very nutritious.
Long lasting.
Long-lasting speed potion.
If aliens have horns.
That's great. Okay. There
We're
he
almost
is.
done, guys.
We're almost done now. What color?
All right, guys. Color.
Color time.
Look at all those different plates on his legs, his shoulders.
Let me give him wide hip bones too.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
Super wide hip bones. So he looks kind of weird.
And and you avoid making him look too much like C-3PO. Yeah, wide hip bones is great. I imagine a bunch of deep swampy greens, and then maybe lighter faded greens and grays.
Well, we could do that, or we could make him kind of a faded, like he painted his scales or something like
yes.
that. So, which way do we want to go?
Maybe, I mean, you could have the organic parts of him be as they should. So like maybe the grays and the grays and the greens, and then maybe the plated parts he's painted them purple and blue and stuff like that. Like maybe he,
Okay.
because functionally they're clothes, even though they're parts of him.
Yeah. Let me make his.
Because see, even now on his legs, you have some exposed parts between the plates.
Mm-hmm.
Those could still be the colors of his skin, and then the plates he could have painted. Yeah, Alex, that's what I was thinking. Of brilliant greens and dark greens.
There we go.
Oh, those hip bones are great.
Yeah, let me shade him up just a bit and bring his.
The
leg.
voice is my favorite part. That was a good
Yeah.
call on Catalina's.
Yeah, the voice is the voice really brings the character together.
One of a kind.
One of a kind.
So unique.
Oh, so unique.
Let me give him maybe two little
Painted
things
on
here.
clothes would even be a good choice.
Painted on, so he tries to look normal.
He's wearing
He
like
painted himself short sleeve shirt on.
or like a tank top.
Okay, I really like this character.
I mean, different times we see him, he could have different clothes painted on.
Or maybe just different
Oh,
pants.
if it's summer, we have an episode where it's hot and he has a tank top on. He's like, so hot outside.
You're like, what?
Hot one out today, no?
There he is. I really like him.
Yeah, he's great.
I do too. He looks weird.
Yeah, but he looks good. There we go. Okay, so what colors
That's
we going?
Spivey.
Spivey. Oh no. I like Spivey.
That's pretty good. I guess, too bad I said her full name in this episode, but hopefully she reads the disclaimer at the bottom of the
Well,
screen.
you shouldn't freaking say people's names.
Good job, Miles.
Way to go, Miles.
Yeah.
Cut him off at the knees, everybody.
What is Alex saying, Miles?
Okay.
Spivey. I'm going to see my guy Spivey. Cadget has many wares for sale. If you have coin.
Katchet has many wares for sale.
I have many wares for sale if you have coin.
That's
Oh,
how he speaks.
There's
That's
also another thing from Tim and Eric. There's this one weird thing they do where they say, "Okay, that'll be 3 of paper and 2 of coin." That would be great for him to say. That will be 3 of paper and 60 of coin, Mo.
Whatever their currency ends up being.
Okay, so, what colors are we doing? And that was a good reference to Destiny. Whoever said gotcha.
Khajiit, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex said
Alex
that.
did.
Is Cosmic Eel still hanging with us?
I don't know.
He may have gone to bed.
No, Cosmic Eel left, and so did Tala. I guess they betrayed us.
Betrayal. There we
I
go.
think Tala was hanging out with a friend.
Yeah.
So she was like, Alex, stay on that live stream.
All right.
Oh, okay, never mind. I
Skyrim
appreciate it.
reference.
Thanks a lot, Tala.
Way to assume.
Don't assume, Miles.
Ask out of you and me.
Okay. So,
What a great character.
if there are no recommendations on color, I'm just going to start going for it.
You guys go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's roll. Man, he came out great.
Thanks for hanging in with us, Alex.
Thanks,
we got
guys.
about 10 minutes left, probably. And then this will be on our YouTube channel, just like all our other videos. Catalina, do you want to pimp out our all our social media info as per usual?
Yes, of course.
Well, maybe this will be your redemption from when you did it on the podcast.
Tala's using the TV for Huntsman Winter's War. Okay,
Ooh, nice.
good. At least she's enjoying her evening.
Yeah.
Unlike us.
I would too. With,
Listen, to find us on Twitter, you can find us by @artefact, ARTEFACT_media. For YouTube and SoundCloud, and lastly, of course, Instagram, it's all the same, Artefact Production, ARTEFACT Production. And of course, our website, artefactproduction.com.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Sorry I haven't started coloring yet. I just want to get this one last detail right.
Yeah.
There he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks perfect.
Yep.
Okay, let's fill him in.
Looks good.
Color time. So, let's start off with a green, and then let's pitch it. So you're saying, do you want it to lean more towards a yellowish green or a swampy?
Yeah, let's decide his base skin color first.
Okay.
Does it have to be green?
It doesn't
Can it be
have to
something else?
Yeah, it can be tan. It can be.
I think if the design is I think if you don't go with green, you lose the reptilian thing. Like, because his design isn't inherently reptilian enough to telegraph that.
Okay, all right.
Let's see.
I think you can get the color you want from his painting thing, and that's, I think, a more unique idea.
Well, you know, in that case, why don't we work with greens down here in the scales?
Thank you, Cosmic Eel.
Thanks, Cosmic Eel.
Cosmic Eel is being responsible in cleaning his apartment.
All right, Eel.
Yeah,
Nice.
see, we're getting a request for
Come
a
on,
swampy
Eel.
green.
So
Okay.
yeah, swampy green.
Let's start with this green then. I'm going to do it on the plates.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And if we want to change color or blend it into something else, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think his skin should be the, and then the plates painted as a
Dark
novel
but still
idea.
identifiable as green.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking pretty faded, kind of like Yoda green.
Ah.
Another Star Wars reference.
Oh, sorry.
It's 3 for the night, guys.
Sorry that I'm referencing the most influential film of all time.
Well, just wait until I make something.
Well, yeah.
There we go. That's why I have to wait for a while.
It's
a
it's
few more
hard not
months.
to reference something that all of pop culture is built on.
What did your dad say he was like?
Who?
George Lucas. Just that he was.
Oh, yeah, my
quiet.
dad met George Lucas. He just said that, just as you expect, just kind of quiet.
Was he eating a hot dog?
No, he was getting a drink from Starbucks, because they have one at Island.
Oh, I love frappuccinos.
I don't know what he was getting, but he was kind of annoyed. He was headed to a script meeting, but this tourist lady was bugging him. My dad was kind of just waiting and looking for his chance, and so he met him. He just said he was quiet and shy, and but nice though. He only said a couple words. He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I hope he has a really good time," because he told him I was going to go to UCLA, and I feel bad that that's what he spent his words on.
Oh.
But
Your dad's proud of you.
yeah. No, it was really touching that he spent his words with George Lucas talking about me. It wasn't, that's not lost on me.
What color are his insides? Alex suggested maybe pinkish.
Okay.
See, I was
What
thinking
other color could it be that's weird?
like a sickly yellow.
Ew.
Like, you see how that's getting lit right there, that corner?
Yeah.
I was thinking like a pale yellow.
Okay.
But you're right, maybe translucent to where you can see the pinkish veins inside. Kind of like Yoda's ears. So okay, I that wasn't on purpose. I won't mention Star Wars again.
No, it's okay. I don't mind Star Wars.
No, duh. Angie's the only one that's
Michael.
talking smack.
It's because I'm keeping track. You just let this stuff go, and then
Did I
you
say
start...
Angie? I mean Catalina. I don't know where that came
Keeping
from.
track.
My brain's not working, guys.
I don't know.
I'm saying random things. I probably called Joey Christopher at some point because we were talking about my dad.
Christopher Verde.
What if his mouth or the bottom side of it is green or something, some other weird color?
Okay.
What are you talking about weird?
Like-
All of them's green.
No, look at him. Look what he has on the screen. Like from his jaw to his neck.
the separation.
His jaw and his
Okay.
throat. His jaw and his throat.
Okay,
throat
then
right
let
there.
me make this part of him
Well, hey,
green.
since
Jaundice yellow would be good.
since those
Jaundice.
parts are organic, Joey, you might have to do like a gradient because I think if you had a harsh separation of colors on skin, it would look weird.
Well, the harsh separation will be fine just because that's what the characters in the world are going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
This by itself, yeah, I can understand why that would look a little bit weird. But let's go with, real quick, are we happy with this green or do we want to change it? Because
I'd say it's a little too primary.
Okay.
Maybe kind of like how we did with Moe's hair, how we made it more subtle by fading it.
Oh.
How,
That's good.
like that? Let me mess with the pitch just a little bit.
That's for
kind of-
blue.
A little too a little too.
There's kind of a yellowish green. There's a seaweedish.
Do you have an opinion? Do you think it should be more forest green or more have more yellow in it?
Like a rich green.
Yeah, like ooh, that last one you clicked to, that one I like.
You like this?
But hey, what do you think?
Richer, darker green is gonna pop more, or it's gonna make the yellow pop more.
Okay.
Green like this is gonna blend together more. So it depends on. I honestly think going for something richer fits more within the world.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and if that helps the yellow pop more, because
yeah, that's really the. Let me jump
I like
back
that
to the
grayed out
original.
green you said too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Alex. Like a really faded forest green. So it started rich, but since it's on skin, it looks more organic and faded.
You're right though, because the world itself has a lot of rich colors.
Alex, what the heck? You trying to make everyone in my life a microbiologist? He said George Lucas was a. Okay, no, Oh, he's got jokes. He said midichlorians equals mitochondria. George Lucas was never. I believed him, and then I was like, wait, I know George Lucas's life story. He was not a microbiologist.
Okay, so we want a palish yellow or something that's more desaturated.
A palish yellow would be good.
Okay, let me start out with
I like
this.
the color of these walls.
Actually, let me color this first, and then we'll move on to his chest, his exposed chest. There we go. Let me give it a hard yellow here. There we go.
The chat. Let's see. Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Well, your teacher was lying then. George Lucas was a rich kid from Southern California, and he liked cars. He got in a really bad car crash and almost died. Then he decided to go to film school at USC,
And then he wrote Cujo, and wasn't it
No, not you think
the one where here's Johnny?
Here's
Stop.
Johnny.
He went to film school.
Stephen King.
He made THX
That's right.
1138, then American Graffiti, then Star Wars.
And then nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love George. Okay.
I've got you covered. I don't squat about biology, Cosmic Eel said.
All right, Cosmic Eel.
Well, you don't need to be Cosmic Eel.
You don't need to know any of that stuff.
To be Cosmic Eel.
Okay.
That looks weird. Can you imagine that mouth opening and seeing rows of teeth?
Ooh. There we go.
It's amazing.
Okay,
I like
no,
it.
this yellow is a bit too hot.
Yeah.
So let's fade it a bit.
Okay.
Well, first, let me select it. Yellow.
Are you really? This might be something where I just have a difference of opinion. Do you really like just that hardcore line between the yellow and the green?
Oh, it's either that or I could put a black line there. Yeah, watch. Here, let's see.
I don't know. I just feel like since he's such an organic, like amphibious character, like just a two-tone design doesn't really seem like it would occurring in nature. You know?
Yeah. Let me change it to this.
And we're almost done. I think the yellow should be like the belly of a gator.
Oh,
Hell, now,
that's good. To
hell,
where
now
it's
I gotta look up what a gator looks like.
even more white. Like it's like even one shade more white than these walls.
Uh-oh. I painted it on the same layer. Well, let's do it. To it.
All right, guys. We'll probably wrap up in here in like the next 10 minutes. We didn't realize
We said 10 minutes.
It's 9:30. Been going for an hour and 45.
Cancel this. Okay, I'm just gonna do this the hard way.
Apparently, there's such a thing as a steak toaster. You put a steak in there and it just makes it for you.
Oh, I wish I had one.
You would have one at your desk so that you could animate and then just.
Why
have a
do you
steak
know
toaster.
that?
Well, because Brandon posted it.
So you're on Facebook while we're doing this.
Well, that's not the
Is that
most
what you're
egregious
telling
thing.
me?
Brandon is on Facebook apparently instead of tuning into our live stream. Let me tell him to.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, what the heck?
I knew it was all false praise whenever I won that competition. Dude, it was so funny. You didn't even watch it. All right. Yellows are about to get fixed. And then we just got to do the chest. And then I think we're good.
Okay, so that his skin literally just peels off him. I didn't see that you had updated that. So do you think that see how you drew all the muscle fibers on his chest?
Sure.
Do you think those going to be like muscle, like red?
Not necessarily. They don't have to be. What I care about,
Hey, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, Brandon, you don't get any cookies, okay? Because I had to tell you to log on to this one.
Oh, that's Brandon?
Yeah.
Oh, that is Brandon.
Yeah, so you got all excited. I was going to say, he doesn't deserve this.
Brandon, get the out of here. Get the
Thanks.
front door out of here. No, I mean, seriously, stay. This is a weird character.
Brandon's busy posting videos about steak toasters instead of watching us create this beautiful character called Spivey.
It's like a frog being dissected.
How's that? Yeah, I like the idea that the items that he has are going to be stuck to the inside of his skin, and
so he peels them off.
And they indent into his skin, so he doesn't really have like a rib cage or anything like that, like we would. That just kind of is like
absorbed.
Yeah.
Like gelatinous.
Is this worrying too much about details, or is this something that might be cool to where when he's closed, like when his skin is closed, he would still have the items in there, right? Do they protrude out or jut out any at all?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, so
they're not going to be large items either.
Okay, so he can just absorb it.
Because we could do that, we could have them jut out, but then I think that kind of robs it of the surprise of what it
when
is.
he rips his skin open.
Well, because what the surprise, the joke is that he rips his skin open and then he has items to sell. The first thing that you kind of notice about him is his appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first little tell that there's something there. But the joke is whenever he rips his skin open. It's not that anything is protruding or there's any sort of large item in there. It's that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good thing. Alex is trying to get on Artifact payroll as our biology consultant.
Hey.
He says the red in muscles comes from hemes.
Ew.
I thought that said Hermes for a second.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was an RN. But this guy could have a different protein that's a different color.
Yeah. What color? I'm just going to play with the hue.
I mean, playing with the hue is smart because I think going towards red is good as long as it's not red because then it looks like blood.
What if it's purple or something like that?
Ew. That may actually...
Yeah, it could be like a rosy purple.
Like a lilac?
Yeah. Like purple with a rich purple that's kind of reddish. I don't know.
Let's saturate it then.
No, I do need a job.
Well, man.
Well, we left ours to do this, man. I left my job to do this. He left his job to do this.
Okay, and now the inside of the skin. What color do y'all want that to be?
Inside the skin, last part of the drawing.
See, this is where I got confused because I didn't think we were going to do yellow for his outside because I thought the inside of his skin would be like a... kind of like how fat looks inside of a body, like just that pale yellow.
Yeah.
Did we abandon the idea of him painting his clothes on himself? Because I think that's where the color on his outside could come.
Maybe that's a gradual thing that we see over the seasons. So whenever we see him, he's assimilating more and more. But that's what his...
I actually like that.
Oh, maybe the first time Mo was like, man, you gotta put on some clothes. And then the next time, Mo, I took your advice. I appreciated it so much.
Yes.
He's like, so you painted him on.
Clothes are expensive.
Aww.
Buying unique items.
But
there we go.
I think it should be pale green, Alex said. Maybe something like that.
Let's do it. We'll do pale green.
Okay. Awesome.
Sorry, I'm adding some shine to his
all right,
his scales.
Yeah, once I was gonna say
the inside of his skin could be translucent.
Joey, is there any way on the
Or rather, his skin could be somewhat translucent. Is there any way?
You see how his body is segmented, but like starting at his hip bones, he has like plated legs. Then he has that shoulder plate, and then he has like kind of that forearm plate. Yeah. Could those be a deep dark green? Sure. I think that would make it look less primary.
Sure, let's do it.
And then I think that's because I was feeling like something was missing, and I think maybe if those are like,
it's not all the same.
Yeah, let's do it.
We mix it up a little bit.
I'm not sure where that would end. I don't know if it would be just his legs, or his legs and that shoulder plate, or his legs and that shoulder plate and the forearm guard.
Alex said he's been sending too many messages and it's blocking him.
Oh.
No.
I don't know if we can help. I don't know if we have control over that. If we can help it. That's
not
silly.
Until we have super tools.
Yeah, I think it's because they assume that more than a couple people will be on a live stream, so they think that if someone sends a lot, they're just spamming.
Okay. Let's see. How dark you want it?
That's pretty good. A little bit darker?
Yeah, a little bit darker, and then the differentiation.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, much better. That actually really made it pop with the white.
Alex said maybe you could see his hip through the skin, his other hip.
Yeah, I had a little bit.
Oh yeah,
of
look,
right
I can
there.
still see it on the. See that little thing? You can still see it's kind of translucent.
I had a little bit of it there, but let me.
Once you color it, though, you probably won't be able to tell.
Never fear, I am here.
What do you
to say stuff, I guess. Well, thank you.
What do you think Joey? Did you have any plans for that diamond in the middle of his chest?
Yeah, it's just kind of there. I wasn't sure.
Maybe
if
it's red.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is this just a different color? Just add some more spice to his design.
A deep red.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Okay, good, Alex. Good.
Okay, yeah, let's make that red. And then we'll finish up the inside of his skin.
In Watchmen, they used only secondary colors, so it's like all greens and oranges and purples, and that's why I feel like our thing is like to where it's like we're not just because we're doing a cartoon doesn't mean, like we were talking about the humor earlier or the voices, doesn't mean we have to use primary colors. Right. You know, they're all just 2 shades subtler than what they would normally be on a commercial show. Like Moe's hair, for instance. It's that faded, it's like pastel red, but it's faded and gross.
Yeah, that took us a long time.
Oh yeah, that was a whole episode. The coming up.
Well, we're figuring out now, Mr. Eel, is the inside of his skin. So he's going to be able to open up his skin and sell things, or I guess trade rather, things to the public. But they're items that he finds unique, like energy drinks or socks or things like that. But he doesn't really know the purpose of them, and so he says that they're for other things. But they're held inside of his skin. So what is the color on the inside of his skin?
Joey?
I'll just pick something crazy right now. But if y'all have any ideas, let me know. Because I'm just going to color with something to get us started.
That diamond... maybe faded or something. I just don't want anything to look like blood, you know? Like it's easy for stuff to start looking gross with this guy.
Absolutely. Change it. Maybe a blue would be good. And let me cut this.
I don't have any strong opinions other than the blood things. I don't want people to be grossed out.
Okay.
No, that's fine, man.
Wouldn't it be funny if he pushes that?
Oh, that's
I was thinking that too. That looks like an action feature on like a toy or something.
Like you push it and then the skin loosens and then he's able to peel it.
Ew. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's like, and then he peels.
So unique. One of a kind.
Okay. Let me saturate it and brighten it. Okay. I like that. I think that's close. All right, let's finish him up.
Since he's technically opening a storefront in his skin, I would like it if he's like, you can pick it yourself, and people, Moe's like, I'm good, just give me one, because you don't want to reach in there yourself.
Maybe this
Light blue or light green?
To be honest, I really like this character.
Yeah, he's great.
I think I don't know, he has a lot of charm to him.
No, I like that diamond thing being purple is good. Because it's a what is it called? Complementary color with green, but also because since the inside of at least his musculature is lilac, it kind of looks like it would correspond with his biology. You know, like it's consistent with it. They have purples on his insides and then greens on his outside.
That fuchsia's crazy. But I guess maybe seeing an alarming color like that would just be kind of
Oh no.
shocking.
It's painted it on the wrong layer. It's okay. At least it's easy to fix.
Yeah, I don't know if. What are you thinking, Joey?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to get this to the right layer so that way I can.
Because I kind of like it popping that much, but at the same time I don't.
I think it's just the wrong color.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Because I was thinking that it would get more subtle as we go inside, but having it be bright and crazy is also kind of, I don't know.
What Cosmic say?
Oh, Cosmic Eel said, what if for the skin color, put the color wheel like between purple and pink, but kind of pale.
Let's see. Well, unfortunately.
If fading that doesn't end up looking good, when you hit orange, that seemed kind of inspired. So we'll see. Ooh. Almost when you got more purple, it looked kind of had like a brown tint a tiny bit, like right around there. Ooh.
What are y'all thinking?
I think we should stay away from greens and blues.
Okay. Yeah, having something contrasting that pops.
Oh yeah, wait, go back. You had something that was like right in the middle of orangey and red, like that. And it was a little less brown. What do you? I don't know.
That's good.
Like that?
Yeah, that
looks... That actually looks like skin.
That good.
That looks really
that
good.
Looks good.
Okay.
Energy potion.
One more thing. Let me cut this down to 20 and paint some shadows in. And I think we'll call it.
Okay. Nice.
There we go. Let me bump it up to 35. Maybe 50. Okay. There he is. Really.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Really, really appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for your
you.
ideas. We're literally 3 for 3 on these live streams of coming up with characters that we love.
Yeah. Yeah, and even today we got like the BFF house, stuff like that. Things on the outside, because for the most part we know how everything is on the inside because we've already written it.
Yeah,
but
that's the cool thing too, is that
we
you're
needed
not
the
just helping us
exterior.
come up with accoutrement. BFF House is something that's integral to the plot, and it's going to help us work faster because now we know what it looks like.
Yeah, and it did give me some ideas, even
And-
for future stuff.
Yeah, and just playing around with different shapes. It doesn't have to look like anything we've ever seen before, and that's the beauty of it, is we have a completely blank canvas.
Okay, I think
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna call it
Okay.
right about here.
Well, thank you, Alex, for being here. We appreciate it. And thank you, Cosmic Eel.
Thanks, Cosmic
We
Eel.
know your name, but we're keeping it secret. We're keeping it safe.
It's got kind of an anonymous.
It's
thing
kind of
on
got an anonymous thing going on, so I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
it. Great audition, man.
Great. It was great.
Yeah.
It made all of us laugh. It did what it was like supposed to. It's
It
great.
was awesome. Okay, sorry, I'm just losing
And Alex,
it
tell
now.
Tala that we enjoyed her stopping by along with her friend and hope that they enjoyed their movie. It was really good.
Yeah, with Hemsworth,
With Hemsworth.
the huntsman.
Which Hemsworth is it? Which brother are we getting? Tell me we're not getting the old one. We don't want him.
It is the old one.
That's
we'll,
the old
we'll
one.
put him on Westworld.
He
No, I'm
would-
talking about the other.
Oh, I forgot.
other
there's
one.
there's a
That
redheaded
Hemsworth.
stepchild.
That Hemsworth.
Like, let's just put him on Westworld on HBO. Let's throw him a bone.
Okay, I think
We're done.
that's what he looks like.
Awesome.
All right. Do y'all want him to have any quote before we.
One of the ones we said before.
There he is.
It looks great. That shading really helped.
Miles?
Yeah.
What was it? Was it
One of a kind?
one of a kind, so unique?
Is that what you want?
Yeah, one of a kind. So unique.
There we go.
And then you can do dash Spivey.
Alex, Chris Hemsworth is the reason they got it. Well, mission accomplished.
Kind.
I don't want to do this on the live stream, but A should be undercase.
I'm not doing it.
If of is lowercase, then A should be.
This character is speaking in this way. It's clear that he doesn't have a
kind.
firm.
Okay.
Oh, there was some artistry to what I was writing.
Good job.
Yeah, way to kill it, Miles.
Miles, tell us how Star Wars was perfect for the 10th time.
Well, it brought American pop culture
It
out of
did.
the Vietnam era depression. And it was the beginning of the...
I think Wonder Bread did that too.
I don't think that's real.
How's that?
So unique.
That's good.
I want to fix this.
Good exclamation point.
Yeah.
So unique. Good, got it, good.
There we go. All right. So this
Awesome.
is Spivey.
Yes.
That's
Spivey.
S-P-I-V-E-Y.
Spivey. It's a weird name. Well, it fits. It fits.
Spivey. He's great.
Awesome. All done.
Whew. All right. So let's go over all the vitals one more time. And guys, thank y'all so
Thanks for
much.
sticking
Thank
in. We
you
know
so
we're running
much.
a little long.
We
was-
ran real long,
We-
but thank you guys.
Honestly, guys, we had only anticipated going 1 hour, but wow.
I think
we got
just
some
need to
good stuff
ditch
though.
that idea from now on. I'm not sure if 1 hour is going to happen.
I'm not sure it's going to happen either, but you know what? Spivey took a long time to get right, but when he got right, he's perfect.
He's perfect. All right, so to find us on Twitter, you can search for @artifact_media. That's ARTEFACT_media. For YouTube, SoundCloud, and Instagram, it's all the same. Artifact Production, ARTEFACT Production. And lastly, of course, our website, artifactproduction.com. Until next time, I'm Catalina. Miles?
Well, now I don't have to say it.
Miles!
I'm Miles.
I'm Jose. I'm the one that's always off the camera. Actually, my name's Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey.
But I hope y'all enjoyed it, guys. I hope y'all really enjoyed everything that we did tonight.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. I know I'm always busy drawing, but I do really appreciate y'all showing up. And we got to go make a phone call because we cast somebody.
We cast someone, so we have to go make a call next.
Got to go let them know.
Got to return some videotape.
Awesome.
That's from American
Okay.
Psycho.
All right. Okay. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.